The Aries consciousness reminds us that courage plays a big part in taking action. Courage involves facing fears and challenges despite uncertainty or adversity. It requires strength, determination, and resilience to overcome obstacles. Courage often involves taking risks or stepping outside of your comfort zone. It can manifest in many different ways, from standing up for what is right to pursuing your dreams despite potential failure. Courage is a fundamental trait that drives your personal growth and even societal progress. Today, let's talk about some of the characteristics of the Aries consciousness, and I want to share as an astrologer what my experience has been with the numerology of 9 and how it is connected to Aries. It's all about getting into action and taking charge with the Aries energies. I have met many Aries rising, or even Aries moon, or even Aries placements with Venus, people who are natural born leaders and aren't afraid of taking new risks. Depending on which house the Aries occupies in your birth chart, this is the area where you're less likely to overthink what needs to be done and more likely to make things happen. Ruled by Mars, the god of war, Aries consciousness reminds you of your drive, of your courage, determination, and fearlessness. In my experience, this is the area of your life where you are reminded of your confidence. Good morning, friends. I just got out of the cycling class and I am kind of cold. It's actually cold this morning. It's like low 40s, which is pretty cold for Florida. It is one of those months where things get a little bit still cold in the weather, and then it starts to pick up from there, and it's basically going to be summer the rest of the year. Now, this morning I got to take a ride with my friend who has been celebrating her 600th ride. Today, I want to share my experience with the Aries consciousness. One of the things that I love the most about the Aries consciousness is there is no questions about going into action. When we are fully embracing the Aries energy, we are in action. And it's an art. Even though you may have intentions or things that you're drawing from in the experience, from the past or even the future, what I find very often is that something so powerful about making that decision and the choice to just get moving. And there is no time to actually analyze too much or to think about it or overthink it, because when you are in the moment, what's so beautiful is that is where the experience really is in the Aries consciousness for me. If you're new to astrology, Aries is connected to Mars. Mars is the planet of action. There's more things, of course, that Mars represents, but we're keeping it simple today. We're keeping it more of the experiences that I'm making. Mars is a planet that not only puts us into action, but it also can be a planet where it helps us decide what to cut out and to become very crystal clear when we are trying to accomplish something, when we're trying to get to a goal, when we're trying to make something happen that is very important to us. Today's cycling class was actually taught by somebody who is a sun sign Aries, which is so special because when she was teaching, you could totally feel the Aries energy. It was clear. It was ambitious. We were really going for our stats in the class. Like, it was just very straightforward. There was no over analyzing anything. There was no questioning anything. It was just straightforward in the action. And I absolutely love this type of energy for myself. So today is actually going to be a day where there's going to be a lot of action. This is the first of the 2 workouts that I'm going to take you guys along with me. The way that my Mars is placed, I love being in action. I love feeling productive. That is something that is deeply important to me. I have been a cycling instructor for 5 years now. And before then, I was using actually movement and physical movement in the yoga world, because I used to own a yoga studio and I have been doing yoga for 20 years. So something that's really important to me, movement is a big ordeal. It depends on where Mars is placed in your chart. And depending on where Mars is placed in your chart and where and what sign it is in and how it's aspecting the rest of your chart, this can really show you what it is about physical movement or action, or the type of action that you actually love, that you prefer, what gets you going, what helps you to actually make decisions. And of course, we want to take a look at, is that Mars placement in a harmonious conversation with other planets? Does it have a square? Is there a learning curve? Is there a growth? Is there an opportunity for you to take your Mars to a whole nother level? That was my stomach, by the way. I'm totally growling right now because I have to eat. And that's what we're going to do next. So next, what's up is that I have to walk the dog. We're going to get some food in us. And then I have a client, and then we're off to the next workout. After that, I have a hair appointment because I am trying to kind of lighten up my hair a little bit more. So you are coming along with me for the rest of the day. Let's make it happen. In my closet. I just got done showering off because I felt kind of really gross and sweaty, and we need to shower off because there's a lot more going on today. Today is like a back to back kind of day. I have to get some food in me. We're gonna do some breakfast. I have my client, and then we're going off to the second workout, which is a program I'm a part of right now because I'm so committed to my health. I really want to build some muscle, and I am doing this CrossFit program at this time that I'm super excited about. So we have no time to waste actually today, so we're gonna have to get going, and hopefully sometime today I am going to be fitting in getting some new nail polish on my fingers because they're kind of gross right now. I definitely need to put some color on there. I always feel a little bit more fancy and a little bit more fresh when I have some kind of nail color or some kind of nail design going. So hopefully I'm going to be able to fit all of that in. So let's get going. My most favorite thing to do in the mornings is to squeeze oranges. Fresh squeezed orange juice is like the best. It is absolutely divine. I definitely make sure that I take a little bit of time to do this, and this is going to be part of my breakfast this morning. second workout outfit of the day. I'm just in a crop top. I love this. I love anything that is like, you know, this like camo style. Is that how you say it in English? Camo style. Anything in this camo style, I love that. And I've got my favorite workout shoes, my, you know, socks that keep everything kind of stable around my ankles. But yeah, so we're off to the second workout. It's gonna be fun. It's probably gonna be intense, but let's go. The door, another outfit change, basically black pants, this, you know, t-shirt, and of course, I'm not going anywhere without my sparkling water. Wow, we finally made it home, and look who is joining us. That's Butters, by the way. Yeah, we made it home. What do you guys think about the new hair? I think she did such a good job. I was going for a copper color, and she did so phenomenal getting that color really deposited into my hair. I was a little bit afraid that it wouldn't actually turn out this good. And the extensions, so far so good. I think I might get probably annoyed at the extensions. Like, I've never had them before, so this is the first time I'm gonna have extensions in my hair. So we shall see how this is going to turn out. One of the most important things I want to share about my experience as an astrologer, and also in general, my observations about Aries and Aries season and the Aries consciousness, is that the number one thing that I find, besides the clarity that you get under this Martian energy, is courage. It takes a lot of courage to take action. I believe that's the number one very driving key factor when we're taking a look at Mars. Mars deals with courage head on. Without it, we are not necessarily taking action. The Aries consciousness is so beautiful in teaching us that it is totally okay to stand up for what is right, for what it is that you feel is right for you, and to stand up for your own personal growth, for your own development. If it wasn't for the Aries energy, maybe we would have not seen such big societal growth. I mean, Chiron and Aries, let's talk about that for a moment, right? Chiron is currently in Aries. This is totally helping us to realize where we haven't stood up for ourselves, where we haven't allowed for ourselves to understand who we really are. And maybe there has been some confusion around that. Maybe we didn't work out a lot of the emotional, sort of turbulences that we have gone through because we haven't given ourselves a chance to stand up for what we felt was right for us as an individual. And this sort of bravery to stand up, to push in a direction that hasn't been done before, to not hold on to grudges, to let go of things that are weighing you down. These are the things that help us to really progress. These are the things that help us to also have the courage to cut things out that don't work for ourselves, which is what the Martian energy is really, really good for. Whenever we see Mars in a specific conversation in the stars, we can sometimes count on the fact that something is going to come to an end. Something has to be cut out of our life, and it requires confronting fears, confronting, things with courage, with bravery, and stepping into that new sense of self, which is what I believe that the Aries energy ultimately is teaching me. I don't know what it's like for you, but I have had numerous of these experiences, or I've known a lot of, Aries people with Aries placements in their chart that had to overcome so many, obstacles, and they've done it. And today they're able to share from that experience, and it inspires other people, so it kind of gets passed on from person to person, from group to group. And it is the part of our, consciousness with the zodiacs, where we can learn so much about, being brave and standing up for what we believe we deserve, for what we believe we can create for ourselves, and who we believe we are. I think that that is the biggest takeaway for me with Aries consciousness. Now, as you know, I also love numerology. So what is the numerology that kind of corresponds with the Aries energy, with the Mars energy? Well, that is number 9. Number 9, actually, when you draw the number 9, the top part of the 9 is the head. It is leading, headstrong. All right, total Aries, representation, being able to have that courage, being able to step into an action-based mindset and mentality to, move things forward. That is the connection to number 9. There's, of course, a lot more to be said about number 9, but if you're trying to bring this kind of action-oriented sort of frequency into your life, you can totally work with number 9. This can be a number that can, help you to kind of manifest more action, and then depends on what it is that you are looking to create, right? You always want to be clear about what it is that you're trying to create, because numbers do bring frequencies into our lives that are so important, that can really help us to either heal, to master, or to become, better at taking certain steps that, require for us to be brave. But now I want to know what your experience is. What is your experience with Aries energy? Where, for example, is Mars placed in your chart, and what sign is it in? Is it aspecting, certain planets? How is it communicating to the rest of your chart? Well, that's all I have for today's video, for today's vlog. I hope that you liked today's content. Let me know, should we keep going with this kind of content? Do you want to see more of this? I'm trying to kind of bring a little bit more of a conversational piece to astrology, and to have us have more of a connection with real life experiences when it comes to astrology and the consciousness of each of the signs. So let me know what you thought of today's video, and let me know where you're tuning in from. And don't forget, friends, to subscribe. Ring that bell. I want you to hang out with me. Join our Sky family, okay? Again, my name is Aylin Sky. Thank you so much for watching. I am hungry. I need some dinner. And I was actually able to stop at the grocery store on my way back after sitting there for several hours trying to get my hair done. That's a wrap, everybody. So we are going to enjoy the rest of the evening. It's time to eat dinner. Again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. Don't forget, join the Sky fam. And it's time to eat my delicious wrap that I got from the grocery store.